The FC, arguably my favorite generation. I know it's a hot take. The FD is cool, but they're just more common. Like I like that. Oh, God. Oh, give me some lotion really quick. Oh. How is it going, guys? Drew Peacock here, back with another video, and today we're taking a look at some listings that you guys sent me. We're taking a look at some sweet tuner cars. It is Tuner Tuesday after all, so why not indulge in looking at some real cool builds. Speaking of really cool builds, if you didn't see last video, we took the McLaren 2 Cars and Coffee, had a little bit of fun with the boys, and then ran into a couple cars on the way home, had some fun playing with a Hellcat and a Mustang. Go check out that video after this one. Anyways, let's go ahead and dive right in. Now, I haven't seen these yet, so this is going to be a blind reaction. I have no idea if these are junk that you guys are sending me or if these are nice. They said tuner, but trust me, I've opened up some of your guys' submissions before where they say tuner cars, and it's like an FRS with an intake. I don't know if you guys think that's a build, but that ain't a build. That ain't a build. All right, 1996 Mazda RX7, feed Afflux version 5. We got the feed Afflux version 5 before GTA 6. That's crazy. I've never seen this one before. Now I know there's gonna be some die-hard JDM. It looks like a Ferrari almost. There's gonna be some die-hard JDM kid that probably knows what the hell this thing is. Like I said, I've never seen this before. I'm curious if this is actually a thing, just because if I haven't seen it, then it must not be real. That's my logic for Santa Claus. That's my logic for taxes. If I don't see it, it must not be real. So I'm just gonna Google it really quick, just for shits and giggles, you know, make sure I don't sound like a complete idiot this whole time. I guess it is a real thing. It's a super rare thing as well, probably because it looks like this. So far from what I've seen, I'm not a huge fan of it. You got a Lotus Elise rear end, doesn't look all that cool in my opinion. The interior, of course, is just still classic RX-7. That's a weird angle, but yeah, you got your battery, you got some sort of a tank right here, maybe a methanol tank. The front end though just looks like Ferrari and a Mazda just had rough intercourse, like hateful intercourse if you ask me. It doesn't look too pretty. The headlights are just way too far apart. They're kind of droopy down low. I'm just not feeling it. Like I feel like the Veil side is a great alteration of it, and then this kit said this company said hold my beer, I could do something even crazier. And some angles it looks cool, but I don't like that. This rear end is just bogus in my opinion. He's got some Advan GT wheels, decent wheels. He's got I'm guessing that's an Afflux wing just because it has their stupid sticker on it. I'm calling it stupid. This shit might be worth like fucking hella bands. I have no idea, but I'm just don't like it. I don't like the all seasons all the way around. I don't like the fitment. I don't like the rear end. The front end is starting to grow on me, but like I could see like the orange peel in the paint. I'm not a huge fan of it. And before you guys get out your pitchforks and your torches, I like the RX-7. I really do. I just don't think this kit is it. This kit's a hit and a swing and a miss in my book. Nothing stands out more than a true, properly built JDM. You're right. I don't think this is it though. A lot of time and money was invested in the build, trying to do as much as I list it. Blah blah blah. If you want to read his whole listing, go for it. I just want to see what kind of build we got here. It makes 500. Oh, my bad. Look how dyslexic I am. The 5 is at the end, and I said 500. I am beyond dyslexic. It makes 425 rear wheel horsepower with room for more. I mean, cool. Everyone likes a build that will last a while. That's cool. But I mean, 425 horsepower for something that looks like that for 70 G's. All the money is going to be in the kit, pretty much. This kit just must be worth like 50 grand. That's just the reality of it. It's clean in a sense that it's well installed. It's just not my style. Some people like fat chicks, some people don't. You know, no judgment here, but I'm just saying this ain't my style. Moving on. Next car, 2006 Turbo S2000 700 wheel horsepower. Now this guy's asking Canadian money, 65,000, which translates to about $48,000. It's got a forged 2.4 liter motor. The exterior is pretty basic. It's got an APR front splitter, which is probably functional. I'm hoping it is. If we get a close-up of that front bumper, we could really tell. The exterior is just super sleek. Like you would not guess 700 horsepower out of a 2.4 liter. You would not guess it. I didn't even see what wheels these are. I can't see the logo. Titan 7. Is that what it says? I believe that's what it says. Forged wheels, very nice. Good rollers, great way to show the car. Okay, there's the head. Pretty spiffy if you ask me. Are those sleeves or did he just hone it? It looks like it might be sleeve. Giant turbo, hood exit wastegate, and hopefully a full exhaust. And here is the dyno graph. Very nice curve. Goes up and just keeps carrying all the way up until redline pretty much. And that's not 700, buddy. That is 670. Yeah, that's a false advertisement. You're gonna have to give me this car for free now. Oh, my bad. It's 656. A little bit of a roundup if you ask me. Respectable. I mean, it started to fuck up the camera when it started getting on it. You saw some waves. That's the horsepower escaping right there. Saw the camera get a little shaky. That's the horsepower. That's what that is. This is, in my opinion, I mean, like the other car was a build, but like this is like a build. Like this guy went through his whole car. Stock trans? Holy shit, that's crazy. Never pushed it in first or second, third and fourth hold beautifully. Okay, maybe that's fair. That's a smart man right there. Anyways, yeah, this guy's got a Ford 8.8 with 1,000 horsepower axles. He's on a 535 pump. There's actually only one to make 700. I guess if he's got a fully built motor and it's like ported and shit, you can make more power with less boost and less fuel and stuff, so that can make sense. It's a PSR 6262G dual ball bearing turbocharger. It made 675, and he says that it will do 700 with bigger injectors. So as you can see, this is false advertisement right there. So you're gonna have to deduct 20 grand, and I'll come pick it up tomorrow. Let me know what you think. Solid build though. No, definitely a solid build. It's a good looking car. Don't know how it would do, like putting the power down, especially on tires like that, but it's probably a really fun and gnarly ride. So thumbs up. I like that. Next car, we have a 2003 IS300 Sports Cross hatchback, 4-door, $33,000. So a little bit less. You get a wagon. You get 4 doors for more whores. And let's take a look at what else you get in this bad boy. I can't tell. I mean, it's obviously a 2J of some sort, but I don't know if it's, I guess well, he's going to show closer. I don't know. Is it a 2J or is it a 1J? Come on, show me the goods. Not a fan of the wheels. Kind of cookie cutter if you ask me. Like, it's definitely a low-key looking car. There we go. Okay, so it's a 2J GTE VVTi, similar motor, or same motor that's in the Supra. It looks like he's got a Tremec T56, probably the Granis kit. I wonder how much power it makes. I wonder if he opened it up. Is it unopened? Is it sealed? Well, what is it? What are we talking here? Yep, looks like the Granis Racing kit, same transmission that I have. I like the wagons. Like, IS300s in my book, I'm not a huge fan of them. Like, I just have that bias, I should say. Because I hate when IS300 owners play the whole, I got a 2JZ card, when they don't have jack shit done to it. Like, you got a 2JZ, but you got the handicap 2JZ, so it's not really a 2JZ. I mean, it is, but it isn't, you know? He's got a carbon fiber steering wheel cover, like fake carbon fiber. That's just stupid. See, it's like dumb decisions like that. You got a fucking fire extinguisher that's just going to float around, it looks like. Like, just dumb decisions. Seat covers. Someone needs to rescue this car because this guy has some really good decisions and then some really bad decisions. Like, what did he do here? He chopped into something to clear his downpipe or his charge pipe. Not a very straight cut either. Looks like a ball sack. It looks clean all said and done. He's got coil packs and everything. It looks like he powder coated or wrinkle coated his charge pipe. And like, all said and done, looks clean. But it's just a little bit of a hack job underneath, if you ask me. Just a little bit. -2. Trust me, -2. I had to go back and clean up a lot of stuff when I got my swap done. But yeah, I mean, just little odds and ends here that need to be fixed. And definitely get rid of the seat covers and the steering wheel cover. That is just some lame ass shit. No video of this one. We got a nice meaty slick on the back. Let's see if it's valid though. The Supra makes 920 horsepower, and I don't have a slick like that. I have an 18-inch wheel with a Mickey Thompson. It's not even that fat of a Mickey Thompson. Let's see what he makes. If he makes more than that, then sure. But you definitely don't need it. What does he say? He doesn't say. He's got BC 272 cams. That's what I have. He's got valve springs, retainers, ARP head studs. He's got a head gasket, stock block. So there's no way in fuck doodah hell that this dude's making more than 700 to 800. 800 is pushing it. The Supra made 730, ran like a champ, and then I built the motor. So do with that knowledge what you want. You probably don't need the slick. I mean, I had slicks on my Supra at one point, but I mean, it also depends where his tune's at too. What turbo does he have? ID 1700 injectors, E85 safe lines, dash 8 both ways. That's good. Dual 450 wall bros. Yeah, you could probably make 700. The 450 and the 525 Hellcat pump are so similar. My tuner says that you could probably do it with that. It's okay. He's got a 6870. He's got the same turbo as me too. This is dead ass the same setup, damn near, as my Supra. Same turbo. Did he port his head? No, he didn't port his head. He's probably making fucking 700 horsepower then. I have bigger injectors and that's it. But honestly, very similar setup. Very similar indeed. I like it. Good job. Probably don't need the slick still, but good job. It looks the part. It looks the part. Drew doesn't have to hit on everything. However, you should probably put a fucking filter on that turbo because you're going to suck up a rock and it's going to ruin your whole day. So just do it. Next car, 1999, a Pontiac Firebird Trans Am Coupe. Two-door, 19,500. Now this right here is the cousin fucker 3000, if I've ever seen one. This right here will get little Betty slipping out of that, a high-waisted jean shirt, jacket, a skirt, faster than you can gap an import. Okay, that's a very small, very long build sheet that I ain't gonna read because I ain't got all day. Let's take a look. Ooh. Oh! Oh, he's got the parachute mount as well. He got that parachute mount as well. My first car was almost a Trans Am. It was so close. It just seemed too good to be true. Somebody posted a clean Trans Am. It might have been a V6. I don't remember how long ago it was. But it might not have. I don't know if they made these in V6s. I didn't get one, so I didn't learn all that lore. I learned all the Mustang lore. I didn't learn all the Trans Am lore. Long story short, though, someone posted a very clean one. It was in like this greenish, like this dark green, bluish color. Looks sick. Either his photos were just A1 or it just looked that good. Regardless, so close. It just seemed too good to be true. He was asking $3,000 and it was like cleaner than clean. Now, this is back then when you could buy a car for $3,000. Nowadays, $3,000 is getting you a fucking bus ticket. That's it. You ain't getting much for $3,000 nowadays. Maybe an electric scooter, and that's it. But it seemed too good to be true. Didn't end up going for it. Got the V6 Mustang instead, and here we are. Anyways, very cool. It makes $870 on 12 psi. Over $30,000 in parts. That's a healthy build sheet right there. How much does he want? $19,000. That's a pretty good deal. I'm going to say that's a pretty good deal. This car stock interior minus dash, built T56 12 bolt with Mosier axle and center section, 408 stroker LS, 88 millimeter turbo, Holley Terminator. Too much to list. That's fair. That's a clean car right there. Clean build. He only wants $20,000. It's in Florida. I feel like that's a really good price, honestly, for an 870 horsepower car. Like, people don't understand. 870 horsepower in one of these is far more different than 870 horsepower in a new Coyote, Gen whatever fucking Mustang. It's way different. There's a big weight difference in these cars. These cars weigh 33 to 3,400 pounds, maybe 35. Depending on weight reduction, you could probably keep that pretty close to 33. The new ones weigh 35 to 38, depending on trim and specs and whatever. So you've already got a 200-pound advantage. And this is the Mustang. This is, keep in mind, the lightest pony car there is right now, because there's no other ones for one. But let's just look at a Scat really quick. 1,000 pounds heavier in a Scat. 1,000 pounds. And people wonder why they're so fucking slow. 1,000 pounds. That's insane. I'm just going to do it for shits and giggles. How much more does a fucking Hellcat weigh? 44 for the Challenger, which is, I believe, 100 pounds lighter. So 45. Oh, yeah. See, 45.86. Jesus. That's insane. And like I said, there's a big difference. Cars in the early 2000s just were lighter. Mainly because they were less safe and they had less safety features and shit like that. But also less luxury, less electronics, less wiring. So that's one thing that I like about my Mustang, because I'm actually kind of curious. What does my Mustang weigh? I haven't checked in a while. Yeah, my car weighs 33 to 36. My shit is also gutted, so Gutted with a Coyote with the Whipple. We're probably still right around 33. It might balance out. But still, I've got 1,000-pound difference. 1,000 pounds to a Hellcat. So theoretically, if a Hellcat is making the same horsepower as me, I should win the race. I got less weight, quicker acceleration. We're cool. That's why I like my car. People are like, why don't you go get a new Mustang? I could, but it wouldn't be as cool. You never see these 3 valves being fast. Anyways, cool car, $19,500. Very fair in my opinion. Last car, 1991 Mazda RX-7, $35,999. The FC, arguably my favorite generation. I know it's a hot take. The FD is cool, but they're just more common. Like I like that. Oh God. Oh, give me some lotion really quick. Oh, the VMS wheels got to go though. That's a fucking buzzkill right there. Like, sure, for like a super budget-friendly drag wheel, if you're trying to just do as cheap as a build as possible, sure, but there's much better wheels. A little strut tower brace in the rear. NRG seats, those are the same ones I just put in the Honda. I know exactly what they feel like. Not my favorite. And I could say that because I'm not sponsored. Suck my balls. Stock brakes. Bold move, buddy. Very bold move. A little fender exit as well. Just saw that. I like the color. I like the decals on the side. They look period correct. Like, it looks cool. The color is definitely not period correct. They didn't have this kind of motion back then. They didn't know about that Nardo gray back then. That Battleship gray, they had no idea. Oh. Look at all that titanium. That is some nice shit right there. That is some real nice shit. I like how small rotary engines are. Like, this dude has his intercooler mounted horizontally, and plenty of room. You probably fit a bigger one if you wanted to. Clean pie cuts. No goddamn filter though. If I see another turbo with no filter, I'm sticking my cock and balls in it. Like, I'm gonna teach you guys a lesson. I'm gonna pay my price, but I'm gonna teach you guys a lesson. Ooh, let's hear it. Oh. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a huge fan of that sound right there. Kind of sounds like an angry beehive, but it fucking moves. It doesn't have a muffler though. I mean, it's a fender exit rotary turbo, so turbo rotary, whatever you want to say. That should move though. Now that sound I like. Oh. It's just, oh. Get on it, please. For daddy, get on it. Do it. Yeah, you're gonna do it. Do it. Come on, you're fucking blue balling me here, man. I'm edging. You didn't get on it. You got on it once, and it did fucking move. That shit. You want to talk about a quick little car? That's the car right there. It's a nice build. That is a nice build. I don't know what you could have done differently to like help the sound. There's not really much you can do if you're going for a fender exit. You might have room for like a tiny can, like a tiny, almost like a motorcycle can, but fuck it, you know. That's the way the cookie crumbles. Very nice line. I just want to read it really quick. I just want to see how much power I made. God. I'm not going to lie. I'm kind of turtle heading right now. So I'm going to go edit this first and then, yeah, and then I'll be doing my business. Anyways, he doesn't say how much it makes, sadly. And the thing is too, with turbo, or not my bad, with the rotaries, like, I don't know damn near enough about rotaries to give you guys an accurate estimate of how much it makes. I mean, 2200 injectors, I know for most cars, that's a hefty injector. That's if you're running some serious power. It's also got a 7273 dual ball bearing. That's a big turbo. That's if you want some serious power. With a rotary, I don't know if that fucking, adds up to the same thing as a normal piston-driven motor. So I don't want to give you guys the wrong answer, but I mean, it seemed to move pretty damn good. 7273 turbo, that's a big turbo. Let me know how much you think this car is making. How much does he want? 35? It's an FC. It's going to be hard to get that. It is an FC, but it is a cool car nevertheless. Anyways, guys, let me know which one is your favorite. If I had to pick one, I might even choose the FC. The FC goes kind of hard compared to everything else. Yeah, I would choose the FC. The FC was my favorite car of the episode. I liked it that much. Even though I had a couple complaints about it, it's still that nice of a car. Let me know your guys' thoughts down below. Which one would you choose? Anyways, send me more listing. Go check out the Cars and Coffee video. Go watch me play around with the car that is sort of broken and still managing to win races. Subscribe, and until next video, peace.